So this is your final year.
Yes.
I mean, what an incredible final year to have so far. Did you think that this would happen? Just thinking all the way back to when you were playing at Page.
Definitely not when I was playing at Page. I mean, it's been an unbelievable journey in college. Not one that I really expected, but it's one that I wouldn't trade for anything.
Absolutely. I want to go back to your Page High School days. We're going to go through the very beginning.
Yeah.
You know, playing at Page, they're not a baseball powerhouse, but at what point did you say, you know what, I want to make a career out of this. I want to go to college and play baseball?
From before Page, I've always loved baseball, and I got to grow up with a great group of kids that I played with the entire time throughout high school, middle school, even before that. And a lot of those guys I still talk to this day. A lot of them have come and watched me this year, which has been a lot of fun. So it's something that I've dreamed of forever, and it's been awesome.
Absolutely. And then, senior year, you were just waiting for someone to say, oh, we want Jake to come.
Yeah.
What was that like for you?
It was tough trying to just find a path to get to play college baseball, and ultimately I did get a chance. And like I said, it's not exactly how anybody thought it would have gone when I decided to go to Wilmington that year, but it's worked out pretty well, and I wouldn't change it for anything.
So you spent a year at UNC Wilmington, then you went to Walters State.
Yep.
Okay, so when you went from D1 to JUCO, was that a little bit of a tough transition?
It's definitely tough. It's not something that you expect to happen. When you go, you're kind of on a high. Going to Wilmington, it's a great program, and I thought I was going to spend 4 years there, and whatever happened, happened. But there was definitely times at Walters State that were really tough, especially through that first year. That transition from Division I to junior college is definitely tough, and those coaches helped me out and made me a better person, so I'm grateful for it.
Was there a time that you ever were like, you know what, maybe this isn't going to work out, maybe I should just stop playing baseball?
A couple times at Walters State. Coach Shelton, I've talked to him a lot this week. They're out in their World Series doing really well, but he's tough to play for, and he does it on purpose. He almost got me a couple times, but I'm glad he talked me out of it.
What was it that made you say, yeah, obviously your coach, but what was something that he said or did that made you stick with it?
I think I just wanted somebody else to tell me I'm done, as opposed to leaving on my own accord, just kind of playing until you can't anymore. So going out knowing that you gave it your all, and not thinking back and thinking what if I kept playing, and just running my head through those scenarios.
So you said year one was tough, but year two, it just clicked and you hit a turning point. What was that moment?
I think just my attitude going into that second year at Walters was a lot better. Just all around, kind of was very positive and attacked things, knowing that it could be the end. And Coach Robinson and Coach Shelton helped me out tremendously, and I'm forever grateful for what they did for me.
When did North Carolina first notice you?
They called me my first year at Walters State, and it was a long process, and Coach Gaines ended up telling me that he wasn't going to offer me that year, and then I had to go back and get better, and that's what I did, and he gave me a shot that next year.
You think that gave you extra motivation?
100%.
When they did finally say, we think you're ready to come, it's close to Greensboro.
Yeah, right down the road.
Were you like, this is a no-brainer, I'm absolutely going to come here?
I committed right away. He offered me late that night that he came and watched me, and I committed the next day. So it was a spot that I was familiar with, and obviously the baseball program has a lot of prestige over the last kind of 20 years, so it was an opportunity that I couldn't pass up.
Lots of prestige, coming into your first year, there's lots of high expectations for you. You had that injury that ended your season.
Yeah.
Did you know right away that was done?
I had a good idea. Like, I felt like I've dealt with some small arm stuff in the past, and you kind of feel that tear, and like you kind of know. Like I didn't know officially, but I knew.
How tough was that?
It was tough. I had to rely on the people around me, and that's why, that's one of the big reasons that I love Carolina so much after I leave, is kind of you really figure out who all those people are around you, and they took unbelievable care of me. And from a mental standpoint, physical standpoint, I'm very grateful for what they've done for me here.
And you've been through so much just mentally with your baseball journey, being a walk-on, then getting cut, then going to JUCO and wanting to give up. And then you go through Tommy John surgery and you're out for the whole year. What was the toughest part of your baseball journey?
I probably can't pinpoint one of those. I think they all kind of hold equal weight in a different way. Each of those kind of failures or experiences have taught me something about myself in the game of baseball and in life as well. So they're all things that, looking back, that I'm grateful for, even though in the moment they were tough.
Absolutely. When you were going through rehab, how impactful was Scott Forbes and just your teammates in that process?
They were everything, honestly. They kept me involved in practice, the games. They took me everywhere on every road trip, took me to Omaha. They just treated it almost as if nothing happened. And Coach Forbes has been around a lot of those injuries. Coach Gaines has had Tommy John twice, so just relying on them to kind of navigate the ups and downs of that whole process was awesome.
And during that time, did you ever think, okay, maybe I should hang it up? You had that thought before.
Not after Tommy John, okay. Especially not with the resources that we have here between Terry Joe and the rest of the athletic training staff and everybody up at Campus Health. I knew I had a great opportunity to get back to at least where I was before and maybe not even better.
First game back, how are you feeling? Do you remember what that moment was like when you took the mound?
I just kind of blacked out. It was something that I had been working for over a year, and just between the adrenaline and the excitement and all the other emotions, like I don't really remember. I came out of the bullpen that day, so that jog from the bullpen out to the mound and even the first couple batters, like it's kind of a blur in my mind now.
And you were obviously limited when you first were coming back, but when you were able to go full strength, they just let you go for as long as you wanted to go. How freeing was that for you? Yeah,
it's something that I knew I was going to potentially have the option to do if I was pitching well, and it's something that we talked about with the coaches. I'm old, like I'm a sixth year, I'm 24, so whatever happens after this year is kind of a bonus, so I didn't want to leave anything behind, and I told Coach Gaines when we met preseason, like if I get hurt again, like I'm at peace with it. I've done all that I can do to get back to this point, and I have no regrets to the rehab process, so I just want to, once we get to conference play, I just want to leave it all out there, and he had been through it in a very similar situation, so it wasn't too hard to win him over.
You are having an incredible season. To go from Page High School and everything you went through to become the ACC Pitcher of the Year, what does that mean to you?
It's awesome. I mean, I think it's a tribute to a lot of the people that have helped me along the way, even going back to Page High School and in my days playing baseball in high school. Everybody's influenced me in a certain way, and I've been lucky to have great people around me, so it's just a testament to those people and in this place.
Absolutely. And when you want someone to think of Jake Knapp, the pitcher, what do you want them to think?
Probably just like we've talked about, great competitor, willing to leave it all out there, and just I want the best for my team, and I think they know that. So I'm excited for the run that we're about to embark on, and it'll be awesome.
Absolutely, and your work is not even close to being done, hopefully.
Yep.
Walk us through your process before you take the mound.
It's pretty simple. I start about an hour before and just kind of a basic static stretch, basic dynamic warm-up, and just play catch and go in. I don't do anything kind of too crazy or out of the blue. So it's just a very standard warm-up and just kind of channel the butterflies into adrenaline and go out there and have fun.
Do you have a favorite moment from this year?
Hopefully it'll be down the road in the future after this postseason run, but definitely just getting back on the mound for the first time is something that was kind of very rewarding and exciting at the same time, so it's something that I'll always remember.
To go through everything you went through and then potentially cap off your final year of collegiate baseball with hopefully a World Series win.
Yeah.
Would that just be like, okay, this is the complete circle, like this is like incredible what I just went through?
Yeah, I don't know if it would get much better than that, especially after kind of the long journey that I've been on in college. So just taking it day by day and enjoying every moment that I get here in Chapel Hill, because I know it is the last run.